Okay, so my name is Tess James, and I've been really lucky to be on this beach today. And I first came here when I was really little. Like, I grew up in this area, and this is one of my favourite beaches in the whole world. I was a teacher, and then before that I lived for about 20 years in Canterbury, around Christchurch, and my family had moved there when I was 14. So then I went to university, and I worked with people with disabilities, I worked in the education sector, I worked with NGOs, and and would always seek nature. And I came to love Christchurch as well, but lots of traffic, lots of concrete. I mean, not compared to so many cities of the world, but when you're used to this, then it still is pretty built up. About 10 years ago, I chose to come back to my little town. I live in Takaka, and I realise now that not many people live in rural areas in New Zealand and in the Western world, and it is a choice because there's some opportunities we don't have here. But for me, I so love nature, and I love my really little community where I know so many people, and it's very peaceful, it's very creative. So yeah, it feels really good to come back. Yeah, what nourishes me is definitely nature. I get nourished by all our beauty, and we're lucky in our area. A lot of it is looked after by the Department of Conservation, so it's in public land and it's been cared for. I remember when I was at university down in Christchurch, and for a lot of the year, like for about 8 months of the year, it felt like it would kind of be grey and quite cold. and there used to be a nature series of calendars, and I used to get those calendars every year, and also a diary, and they'd have pictures of the mountains, and they were so important. Just like now I've got it all the time and it's easy, but back then it was just really important, just to see these pictures of waterfalls and the whole of Golden Bay, like when you come over the Takaka Hill, and that whole area, it's a big area, like way out to the west coast and down to here. It's only about 4,500. So it's one of the least populated areas in the country. And I found it interesting too, because I know a lot of people, and I'm even related to a lot of people, because my family came here in the 1850s, but from Ireland and from England. But then there's a whole pockets of people that have lived here for a long time, and you never know them, because we're doing different things. And a thing I like, I've come back to my little town, but it's not a backwater. There's a lot of people have chosen to come here, and a lot of people inspired by the scenery and inspired by the community, and I feel it's a place where they're really trying to live out their dreams. A lot of people, doing self-sufficiency, a lot of people doing creative stuff. A lot of people live here for part of the year and then go back home, maybe to Europe for the other part of the year. Yeah, retired people particularly. So it feels a community that is quite a lot of movement as well, and that's nice. The weka is one of our native birds, and it doesn't fly, and it's quite special here because it actually had died out over the years from pests and disease and drought. It had died out, so the campers actually asked the Department of Conservation, could you bring back weka? And so they came from in the Marlborough Sounds, and I was actually even part of a ceremony where they came and we sang songs, and there was a Māori welcome, and it was beautiful. And then there was an aviary, and they got, you know, bred and the little babies, and it's been really successful. It's maybe about 7 years ago, and now there's a lot of weka in camp, and they've started spreading. Like this beach now, a lot of people from Canterbury, so Christchurch, come on an average for 2 weeks with their families, and there's even like 3 generations of people will come. So the grandparents and the kids and the grandkids, and some families have been coming, you know, for 50, 60 years. And it's a really important part of their year when they just come and, you know, unwind for 2 weeks. And pretty much they're just here, they get their groceries and then they just come and spend time on the beach, go walking. And a lot of people come with the same groups of friends, so they meet up and the kids bring their bikes and the families, you know, they have their barbecues and you know, it's just very relaxed and it's a really lovely time just to be safe and you didn't used to get cell phone coverage, and it's a little bit better now, which I actually think is a negative, because in the past people could come, they said, I'm going to Totaranui, that's it, 2 weeks, you know, you can't get hold of me. Where now, you know, you can a little bit, but you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, no, it's a very special place for a lot of New Zealanders come here over summer, and well, my last words would be just like how I've been reminded today. Just go and sit in the sun, and whether it's in a park or on your balcony or something, then it's just like this big heater and charger, and it's there all the time, and we can use it, and sometimes we forget to use it, and yeah, just go and sit in the sun and be charged. Yeah. Someone's sitting in their office and seen a little video, you know, about people saying, yeah, go and get out into nature. You know, it all's good. We need to keep them reminded, eh?